Yo, what's good? It's your boy Kurt, and today, man, we have another reaction. So today, we are going to react to Casual Chuck again. No, the SB19 and Show BT situation is worse than you think. So recently, no, I just realized that I don't actually know a lot about the issue between SB19 and the Show BT. I know that there's an issue about it. Nabanggit na 'yon sa ibang mga docu ni Casual Chuck. That's the reason why they have their company now, the Onesie. But again, recently nag-react kami ng asawa ko, kasama ko yung asawa ko, nag-react kami sa or sinamahan ko siyang mag-react para dun sa SB19 story. And napag-usapan nga yun during nung reaction na yun, nung video na yun. And that's when I realized na hindi ko pala talaga sobrang, paano sabihin to, alam kung anong nangyayari tungkol sa issue na yun. Alam ko lang na merong issue, pero hindi ko alam talaga kung ano yung pinanggalingan or anong meron doon, di ba? Kasi alam natin na there's a time na hindi nila magamit yung pangalang SB19 because again, SB19, the name SB19 is under Show BT and wala silang copyright or wala silang rights para gamitin yun during that time. And like right now, sa kanila na yun, di ba? Nasa kanila na yung pangalan. Pero so I tried to search on YouTube kung may may docu ba or any information about that. And sino ba bang sasagip sa atin para sa ganyan, men? Wala nang iba, men. Wala nang iba kundi si Casual Chuck, no? Sa kanya agad yung pinaka video na lobas dito na alam kong makakatulong sa atin o makapagbigay ng kasagutan. So I'm just excited with this. Without no further ado, man, let's get it.
I'm sure that most of you guys know that this happened.
The P-Pop Kings seem to be facing current issues regarding the use of their name as SB19. Fans have recently observed alterations on their social media accounts and promotional materials, notably the absence of the name SB19.
And on top of that, they have been doing last-minute concert cancellations left and right, leaving fans sad, disappointed, and even confused. So I decided to make this video in order to help those people who don't have time to piece everything together and understand the situation through my perspective. I don't offer any new information. I'm simply sharing what I think happened and the things that led to all this. A lot of
Well, good enough. para sa ating hindi ganun kagaling maghalongkat sa internet or social media ng mga information. I mean, yung mga information na meron si Casual Chuck dito is mas better na kaysa sa ako na mag-research na.
fans think it's all about corporate greed. For me,
You know what? Nakapansin ko, si Casual Chuck mahilig siya mag-reference ng Yu-Gi-Oh na anime, sa mga docu niya. Pansin ko to.
the things that led to all this. A lot of fans think it's all about corporate greed. For me, it could be a lot deeper than that. Now to my hater,
That's the reason why pinakita yung card na yon kasi alam ko greed ata yung pangalan ng card na yon sa Yu-Gi-Oh.
it's all about corporate greed. For me, it could be a lot deeper than that. Now to my haters, I'm sure you're about to cry out again and
Is that a jar of greed? Nakalimutan ko pangalan. Basta may greed sa pangalan ng card na to.
it could be a lot deeper than that. Now to my haters, I'm sure you're about to cry out again and say something like, stop speculating and spreading panic in the fan. Shut the fuck up.
Oh shit. Oh no. What the hell? Before I started this video, before I hit record on the camera, hit record on my PC, the first comment na meron sa video na to is about that. Like, yung mga basher, the Casual Chuck na nag-iiyak. No? Ito, wait lang. Back. Yeah. So this one, ito, from Sham here, 414, ginawa na namang content ang problem or issue ng Onesie. Tahimik na malaban yung mga lima pero sinasamantala ng mga expert na cloud chaser. Matida, hindi, during nung time na ginagawa ni Casual Chuck ng video na to, hindi pa niya alam na magko-comment to, pero nawalaan na niya.
Me, it could be a lot deeper than that. Now to my haters, I'm sure you're about to cry out again and say something like, stop speculating and spreading panic in the fan. Shut the fuck up. Thousands of creators across
Shut the
different
fuck up,
platforms
man.
already talked about
Yeah.
this, so please stop singling
What the fuck?
me out, you clowns, okay? Alright, let's start from the beginning.
Come on, man. Let's be honest. Katulad nga nung SB19 story, di ba? Yung series na yun na ginagawa ni Casual Chuck. Pag meron kang bagong kaibigan or mga kakilala na nagsisimula sa SB19, most probably, video ni Casual Chuck yung pinaka, like, easiest way para ipakilala mo yung SB19 eh. Di ba? Tsaka, I mean, kayo ba, kaya nyo bang mag-investigate, mag-piece together lahat yun and make a documentary video about SB19 or the topic that Casual Chuck tackled for to this videos? Kaya nyo bang gumawa nun, mag-investigate, pag-edit, pagdikit-dikitin, and hindi lang yung basta pagdikit-dikitin lang ng in order talaga. May timeline, may sinusunod na timeline. Diba? Kaya, I mean, kung ayaw mong manood, just don't click it, man. Don't click it.
Atang Robin left his popular Korean group to build his own company called ShowBT. When he went to the Philippines, he established ShowBT Philippines with Charles Kim reporting under him. That's when
Charles Kim.
SB19 was formed. After a slow start, they managed to break out with their Go Up Dance practice video. This allowed them to fund more projects.
Charles Kim, siya yung nasa pinakaunang episode ng Showbreak, right? Yung may sword game, di ba? Siya yun, di ba? Yung may hammer na nampupukpok, right?
Like their nationwide concert and the new Alab music video. The momentum was very positive until the pandemic happened. Their nationwide concert got cancelled and almost all of their Korean staff went back to Korea, leaving SB19 with nothing to do. But instead of doing nothing, Pablo decided to write Ikako with the help of Josh, Stel, Justin, and Ken. They didn't have any assistance from other people. They recorded on their own and edited the music video themselves using a website with free stock footage. The song surprisingly
talaga?
became a hit because it was so relatable.
Come on, man. Ang dami pinapatunayan sa atin ng SB19, na parang kung ikaw ang gusto mong maging, like for example, an artist, alam natin hindi gano'n siya kadali. Pero, like, sila nga di ba, SB19, nakagawa sila ng music video and ng song during pandemic. Hindi sila magkakasama, ha? Most probably hindi sila magkakasama. And nakagawa sila ng music video. Gamit lang yung resources na meron sila during, time ng pandemic. Di ba? So parang, kung ikaw, lalo na kung mas marami kang kakayahan para gumawa, bakit hindi mo simulan? Di ba? Di ba may inspire doon?
With free stock footage. The song surprisingly became a hit because it was so relatable. This became proof that SB19 can in fact do things on their own. Their independence would then become even more apparent in their following projects like the Hanggang sa Huli music video and most especially the What music video, which really showed their capability given their full creative freedom. The Pagsabol EP was the same story. SB19, especially Pablo, were all over the project. And again, it was a huge hit. The way things looked at this point, everybody seemed to be pretty happy with the current situation. SB19 keeps making music, while ShowBT Philippines organizes everything for them while reaping the benefits of investing in them at the beginning. But things would start to take a turn for the weird when SB19 performed Wyatt in their Our Zone concert back in November 2021. Why do I call it weird? Well, it's because we won't hear this song again until after almost a year. The song was officially released on September 2, 2022. So why would a song this good take so long to get released? Fans started speculating.
Oh, okay. O nga, no? So, pinerform nila yung Wyatt ng 2021 sa concert nilang Our Zone, pero na-release yung kanta 2022 na.
Take a turn for the weird when SB19 performed Wyatt in their Our Zone concert back in November 2021. Why do I call it weird? Well, it's because we won't hear this song again until after almost a year. The song was officially released on September 2, 2022. So why would a song this good take so long to get released? Fans started speculating and some
You know what? SB19 are slowly losing those oldies stands because we are music deprived and all those shits from Show BT, PH, our hype are slowly dying and it's not good at all. If you think we're big fandom, you're doomed because we aren't. It's just that.
started blaming the company. Little did they know that around this time was also the time that
I don't know what happened to Show BT. I really didn't expect this before their viral era. Ang sipang nila mag-promote school attacks nung viral era, kaliwat ka ng TV exposure, small shows, free con, naging kampante ba yung kumpanya sa fandom? So parang wala nang galaw, no?
started blaming the company. Little did they know that around this time was also the time that SB19's individual contracts with Show BT were on the verge of expiring. This was also around the time when Tatang Robin sold Show BT Philippines to Charles Kim. Rumor has it
Okay, so ito yung sinasabi nyo na walang inalaman si Tatang Robin dito kasi binenta ni Tatang Robin yung Show BT. I see. Okay. Thank you.
that it was actually SB19's decision to delay the release of the song because they were just waiting for Ken's contract to run out so that they could release the song under their own secret company at the time. Ken was the last member to join the
Okay.
group, so it only makes sense for his contract to end last.
I see. Okay. Ang galing Ang galing. Buti naging pasensyosong 18.
Ken was the last member to join the group, so it only makes sense for his contract to end last.
true.
So when the song got finally released, boom, 1Z Entertainment. Here's another one, and another one. When their Show BT contracts expired, SB19 went on to make music on their own with 1Z Entertainment. They were
Nice.
finally free,
Free,
or so they
yeah.
thought. Recently, SB19 stopped using their group name without giving any explanation. They
Okay. Tingnan yung difference.
recently SB19 stopped using their
Special thanks, S19. Yeah, like, full name na nila, no? Hindi na S19 talaga.
group name without giving any explanation. They still did most of their shows, but it was very obvious that the name SB19 was pretty absent.
This has been Pablo, Josh, Sel, Ben, Justin.
Nasabi niya, nasabi niya, no? Ni Kenya SB19. Nasanay.
Pablo, Josh, Sel, Ben, Justin. This has been Pablo, Josh, Sel, Ben, Justin. This is our home. This is our zone. This is One Zone.
Without any official statement, fans started investigating and arrived at the unanimous take that SB19 might have been served a cease and desist order by their previous company Show BT for still using the SB19 name after leaving the company. Fans went furious and started calling Show BT and the people behind it greedy without knowing the entire story. So I want to approach this as neutral as possible. If it was really about greed, then SB19 leaving can also be called greedy
Yeah,
because they
sure.
will no longer
Yeah. Kung magiging neutral tayo dito, hindi tayo magiging bias sa SB19. Kung ganoon nga mangyayari, parang ang dating is magiging greedy nga. Di ba? Kasi parang kinuha nila lahat. Right? Kung tutuusin, legally, yung name ng Show BT or rights ng Show BT, ng SB19 is nasa Show BT talaga. Right?
share a cut to the company that invested in them. You put yourself in Charles Kim's situation, you pretty much just spent millions to buy a company only to be left by its biggest group with nothing in return. If you think about it, that is not a very good feeling at all. I
Totoo.
think that's one of the most possible motives that led to all this. But why would SB19
Totoo, like, come on man, how can you hate this video? Napaka-fair ng explanation ni Casio Chuck dito. Napaka-fair niya in both side. Diba? Again, Casio Chuck is a fanboy para sa SB19, but every time that gumagawa siya ng mga docu na ganito, nakikita ko talaga na as much as possible, gusto niya fair yung binibigay niyang information. And how can you fucking hate it. Right? Yung mga nakikita mga video sa like TikTok, yung mga ganon, or ano daw, maybe other channels sa YouTube, sobrang sobrang glazing na sa SB19 na minsan parang kahit hindi na tama, sige na lang kasi it's SB19, di ba? Like, maganda makapanood ng ganito. Like, fair, di ba? Alam natin na again, the purpose of this video is to explain kung ano nangyari sa SB19 ni Showbiz, right? And binibigay ni Casio Chuck tong video na to as neutral as possible, no? How can you hate that?
Oh, I think that's one of the most possible motives that led to all this. But why would SB19 want to leave in the first place? If you ask me, I don't really know. But a lot of fans seem to suggest that there's some form of artist maltreatment happening behind the scenes, both physically and verbally. In this particular
Basically, oh shit.
artist maltreatment happening behind the scenes, both physically and verbally. In this particular event back in 2019, Josh was just saying hello to the fans when he suddenly got shoved into the abyss. Let's see it again.
Oo nga, no?
Just saying hello to the fans when he suddenly got shoved into the abyss.
Hindi yun no? Hindi yun tulak na dali. Parang, kailangan natin magmadali or baka may gagawin pa tayo or may show. Hindi. Ganoon talaga yung tulak eh. Kagago.
2019, Josh was just saying hello to the fans when he suddenly got shoved into the abyss.
Ang ganyan. Ulit lang yan si Josh pero patak ng katawan niya. Baka magsasapain ka. Kung walang SB19, baka sinapak ka yan. Nakikita mo laing street siya si Josh. Laing com shop yan. Man, laing yan. Kung walang SB19 na walang sinusunod na yan, na pangarap, na passion na SB19, baka sumabog yung mukha. Baka sumabog yung mukha mo dyan. Asar na asar.
Happening behind the scenes, both physically and verbally. In this particular event back in 2019, Josh was just saying hello to the fans when he suddenly got shoved into the abyss. Let's see it again.
Napakapit siya no? Kung gumanon yung katawan niya gumanon talaga. Gumanon yung katawan niya no? Ano mo? Oh? Ano ba? Pwede bang biro na ka na? Ganun ba? Pero bakit sila, hindi kasi nasabing biro, kasi ba't nila gagawin yun sa harap ng fans? Para lang sa isang biro. I don't know. Again, itong information na binibigay ni Casio Chuck sa atin is based lang din sa, kumakalat na sabi-sabi sa internet, no? Na binibigay lang niya, sinasabi lang niya dito na ito ba? Totoo ba 'tong nangyari o hindi? Ganyan, di ba? So, bottom line in here is hindi natin alam. Di ba? Hindi natin alam.
The man who did it is none other than Charles Kim. Some people call it normal, but a lot of fans were saying it was completely unnecessary. What do you guys think? Well, you decide. Now this one is quite interesting because I was personally there when it all happened.
Oh.
Back in November 2021, we went to the SB19 pop-up store to buy some merch when Josh and Justin decided to visit. Obviously, all of us got hyped and both boys were just enjoying the moment when this man suddenly did this.
No! Oh my god! This is insane!
And he wasn't done because he would then go on to do this.
Oh my god!
I thought it was normal at first, to be honest, but a lot of fans started pointing it out as overly unnecessary, and they saw Mr. Charles Kim acting as if he owned Josh and Justin. What do you guys...
Like, parang ang dating is parang ang ginagawa ni yung Charles Kim is parang we're promoting a merch in here. So, tingnan tong merch, ganyan. Tapos, dito yung fans nyo, kumaway naman kayo, ganyan. Maging jolly kayo. Parang ganun ba ginagawa niya? Parang alam mo yung, parang minamando ang, parang, ano ba, mali ang ginagawa mo, gato kasi. No, parang ganun. Ganun ba? Yung gusto sabihin dito. Pero again, di natin alam. Diba? Pwede na bibiroan lang sila. Pwedeng binibiro lang din ni Charles Kim, ito si Josh, tsaka si Justin. Di natin kasi alam eh. Diba? Di natin alam yung totoong story behind this video ni Casual Chalk. Pero the only thing that we can do is to, speculate. But yeah, I mean, kung ako kasing tatanungin, parang this is very unnecessary na gawin to for a joke. Kasi alam nilang, again, social media, maraming di ba? As much as possible, ayaw mong gumawa ng issue dahil lang gusto mong gumawa ng joke. Right? Pero, natin alam. Natin alam dyan.
Terry,
I'll
they saw
keep it to
Mr.
myself.
Charles Kim acting as if he owned Josh and Justin. What do you guys think? For me, I'm not really sure. So you decide.
Yeah.
Later that day, I got the opportunity to have a
Oh.
friendly chat with.
Oh, really? Wow. Come on, man.
So you decide. Later that day, I got the opportunity to have a friendly chat with Mr. Charles Kim along with other fans and volunteers. The topic was about having a love life. One volunteer shared she doesn't have one because her standards are so high because of SB19. And the reaction we got from Mr. Charles Kim? Well, it was something we'd never expected.
Yeah, I've got high standards because of SB19.
High standards. Frankly, PGYO mas handsome
What?
No, sir. SB19. Much better. My heart is for SB19 only.
I'll tell you, when you have a boyfriend, you're in love. He looks handsome, he looks everything.
Why would he flex the rival group instead of his own?
Rival bang BGYO? Tsaka I don't actually care, no? I mean, isang beses pa ako nakinig ng kanta ng BGYO. Pero, I mean, ayos na naman yung All These Ladies. I don't actually care about this rivalry, no? It's P-pop. But yeah, that's weird. That is weird. No, para sabihin ni Charles Kim yan, na mas handsome yung BGYO. Para sinasabi niya na if you have a husband, he's gonna look handsome because it's your husband. Parang sinasabi niya kasi you're in love. So parang gusto sabihin dito ni Charles Kim na kaya mo nasabing guwapo yung SB19 kasi gusto mo or mahal mo yung SB19. Pero hindi talaga sila gwapo. Parang gano'n gusto niya sabihin. No, nabubulagan ka lang kasi gusto mo yung SB19 or fan ka ng SB19. And that's weird, Charles Kim. Magpatingin ka. Magpatingin ka ng mata tsaka ng utak. Joke lang. Yeah. Grabe, no? Kuhang-kuha ni Casual Chalk mismo to. Sa kanya mismo tong video na to. Andito mismo siya habang nangyayari to.
My heart is for SB19 only.
I'll tell you, when you have a boyfriend, you're in love. He looks handsome, he looks everything.
Why would he flex the rival group instead of his own?
Yeah, sure.
And the way he said everything looks handsome when you're in love just didn't sound right at all. I mean, what the hell was he trying to say?
Yeah.
What do you make of this, guys? You let me know down in the comment section.
Yun na.
Anyway, the point is, I don't think the relationship between SB19 and ShowBT can be mended anymore. That bridge was long burned.
Yeah.
And there's a big chance that the entirety of the Pagtatag Asian Tour will all be cancelled because it is being organized by Blackstar Entertainment, a company that is owned by John Pinto, who is also the GM of Charles Kim's ShowBT Philippines. For me, both sides made a mistake. SB19 overlooked the trademark rules and kept using the name and everything they learned from their previous company after building their own. That's against the non-disclosure agreement. There's
Yeah.
also
True.
a big chance they hired some ex-ShowBT employees to 1Z, which can also be penalized, especially if they have plotted this way back. These things are not even part of the consequences of their possible trademark infringement case. SB19 is possibly in a very deep trouble, to say the least. On the other hand, Charles Kim and the people behind ShowBT PH might be legally right, but we can't deny that it's also possible for them to be morally wrong.
Ganda nun. Ganda nun.
Honestly, guys, I just
Nice.
want this BS to end and just enjoy music, you know?
Yeah. Alright, well again, that's Casual Truck. The SB19 and ShowBT situation is worse than you think, no? Again, doon sa video na yun, maraming questions doon na maraming pinakita si Casual Truck doon na nag-leave siya ng question na bahala na kayo kung ano sa tingin nyo. Basta pinakita ko sa inyo to, pinakita ko sa inyo yung nangyari and ano yung tingin ng karamihan, no? So ikaw na nanonood, ikaw na bahala kung anong tingin mo, no? And gusto ko yun, no? Again, meron akong mga sa tingin ko para sa akin na nangyari dito. Pero sasarilihin na lang natin yun kasi hindi naman natin talaga alam kung anong nangyari, no? Pero basically, nasagot yung question ko, no, sa pagka-search tungkol dito sa issue between SB19 and ShowBT. Medyo ano na siya, okay na. Para sa akin, na-answer naman na. So, that's good. And sana enjoy nyo yun, no? Sana enjoy nyo yung kasama ako na panoorin yung video na yun. And that's a wrap for the day. Well, see you on the next vid. You stay awesome. Peace.